Welcome to Modeling Excellence in Mathematics. In this video, we'll show you some of the tools that Singaporean educators and teachers use to enable their kids to learn mathematics well and to excel at mathematics. They approach it from high-level thinking. They encourage students in the classroom to discuss among themselves the problem. They teach problem-solving strategies. They encourage students to plan how to solve their problem. Students sit down in the classroom and discuss with each other how to plan solving that problem. They encourage the students to review how they solve the problem. They encourage students to use multiple approaches in solving the problem. And they encourage them to think through the problem aloud. In other words, they ask students to explain how they solve the problem. Explain out aloud. Now, this approach works because Singapore is the top performer in the world in mathematics performance for grades 4 and grades 8. Now, let's see how the traditional classroom setting in Guyana and in the rest of the Caribbean, how they approach mathematics. Look at this problem here. Aaron buys a tie and a belt. The prices of the tie and belt are in the ratio of 2 to 5. If both items cost $539, what is the price of the tie? What is the price of the belt? As far as I know, the way teachers approach the problem, they go to the blackboard and says, well, okay, the price of the both items, $539, you divide that by 7. You get 7 by adding 2 and 5. You get 7, you get 77. So each tie costs, so you get 77. Then a tie, you have 2 ties. 2 ties would be twice 77 is 154. And belt, 5 belts times 77 is 385. That's the approach they use in the traditional classroom. That doesn't make sense. It induces fear and apprehension in students. It doesn't work. That approach does not work. The same problem, thumbs down. It doesn't work. The student sees only abstract numbers and abstract relationships. They don't get the understanding of the ratio and much more. So that's a no-no. Teachers should discontinue using this approach. Contrast that with what the Singaporeans do. Here's the same problem. Aaron buys a tie and a belt. The price of the tie and belt are the ratio 2 to 4. If both items cost $539, what's the price of the tie? What is the price of the belt? The Singaporean educator represents that information, the tie and the belt, and the ratio, by using models. 2 ties, it says 2 ties, tie and belt, tie, 2 ties, belt, 5 belts, using blocks or models, something physical or diagram, something students can easily visualize. They can see 2 ties, they can see 5 belts. What is the price of the tie? The tie and the belt, they both cost $539. Money there. 500, the students can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units, and the total price costs $539. They can see the relationships. The cost of these two is $539. These 7 blocks cost $739. Each would cost $77. $539 divided by 7. 2 ties, since you have 2 units of tie, 2 units with 2 ties, it would be twice 2 times 77, 154. Now you have 5 units of belts, so you have 5 belts by $77 each is $385. This approach presents the problem visually, so students can see the relationships and understand the relationships. And in the actual classroom, they can use blocks and move them around and arrange them and plan to solve the problem. So here we'll see now, when students are taught math in a different way, using the Singaporean way, they can apply that to the real world. For example, Aaron can be represented by a figure, student. Aaron buys glasses, 2 glasses. Balls, he buys how many? 5 balls. When students associate pleasure or a pleasant experience with mathematics, they retain more of what they learn. So here now they have the 2 glasses represented here. Aaron, 2 glasses and 5 balls. The prices of there should be glasses and ball are in the ratio of 2 to 5. So overlook this mistake here. It should be glasses and balls. So I've changed it up to apply it to the real world. They're applying a problem solving strategy to the real world, what they learn in the classroom. So what is the price of the glasses? What is the price of the ball? The glasses and the ball and balls should be balls, $539. The kids see the actual physical object or the representation of it, and then they can apply the solution. 7 items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 items cost $539. So each item, a tie 2 of the units at $7 each is $154, and belt 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by $77 each is $385. So now students can see how to apply a problem solving strategy to the real world, the world in which they live in, and by associating pleasant things to the problem, they overcome the fear of mathematics, and they start enjoying mathematics and applying it to the real world. So they can go out in the real world and apply what they learn in the classroom using mathematics.